Okay, welcome to Shabit Uganda e-learning. My name is Nelson Bitsamba. This is my telephone number and our email, that is elearning@shabit.net. And in today's video, we shall be able to look at questions concerning telling and reading time. This is a very big and a very good aspect in life, especially to our learners and to ourselves. When it comes to time, someone should be able to read the time because it is the one that drives us to perform and do the work according to time. So this will help our learners, especially when reporting to school, should be able to know the time is supposed to report at school, should be able to read the time he should report at school, and he should also be able to know the time he has returned home. So it is a very good aspect. Within this video, everyone shall be able to understand how do we read time, how do we present time, and how do we follow time. All right. So let's get started and see how we deal with time. So as I said, we shall be telling time, that is reading and speaking out time and demonstrating time. If you are told to draw or indicate that this is the hour and present it on the paper. So let's get started and see how do we deal with these questions. Okay, we have a question here. It is saying show the following time on a clock face. Show the following time on a clock face. But before we do this, we should also be able to understand what the time means. How do you read it and how do you do it? Okay, let me demonstrate it here as everyone is seeing. Okay, so when you talk about time, okay, I'm going to write some keyword here, time. Okay, when you talk about time, time is read in numbers. Okay, it is read in numbers. Okay, I'm not going to write all the whatever. It's read in numbers. That is starting from 1 up to 12, and also 12, and also 12 to 24. Okay, from 12 to 24. So that means you can read your time in 12 hours and you can also read your time in 24 hours. So how do we read this? That's what we have, and that's what we are going to look at. How do we read the 12-hour clock and the 24-hour hour clock? First of all, we should be able to present and see how do we read it. Remember here, when it comes to a clock, we should be able to read and indicate and understand the clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw here a clock. I'm going to draw here a clock, a very big clock. Okay, I'm going to draw here a very big clock such that everyone can see. Everyone can see. So that is going to be our what? This is going to be our clock. Okay, and our clock is going to be having what we call minutes. Okay, we should also be able to understand what we call minutes. We should also be able to understand what we call seconds when we deal with a clock. It's going to be seconds, and also hours. Okay, and also hours. These are the concepts that we shall be able to use. I'll have minutes, we have seconds, and we have hours. Okay, so we shall be able to now to demonstrate the symbol that represent what? Represent hours, represent seconds, represent the minutes. Okay, so we are saying in drawing our clock, we have what we call the major points. The major points, I'm going to mark them. Our major points are going to be this. Our major points are going to be this. Okay. Okay, so we are going to start with the 12. Okay, 12. Then here we write a 3. Then here we write a 6. Then here we write 9. Okay, so these are our what? Our major points. But remember we said, yeah, our clock starts from the numbers of 1. Okay, so we can say from here up to here there are 2 figures. So we can divide this by 2. We say another point should be here, which is a 2. Maybe another point should also be here. This should be our 1. Okay, let this be our 1. Okay, our 1, and this is going to be our 2. Then also we should be having another point here, which is going to be a 4, and another point somewhere which should be able to be 5. Another point somewhere should be 7. Another point somewhere which should be 8. Okay, and another point somewhere should be 10. Another point somewhere should be 11. So this is the counting that I was talking about. I said our time reading starts from the numbers, which is a 1 up to 12. So we are having a 1 here, we're having a 2 up to 12. Okay, so we shall be able to demonstrate how do we count the seconds, the minutes, and hours. So in our clock, our face clock, we have what we call the pointer. We have what we call the pointer, which is very long, which is very long. And we have another point which is extreme, somehow long, but not as long as the other one. Okay, and we also have another one which is not so tall. Okay, so we have these points, and these points we have this indicates seconds. Okay, I'm going to write this. It indicates what? Seconds. Okay, and then we also have this. This indicates what we call minutes. This indicates what we call minutes, and also this indicates what we call hours. This indicates what we call hours. Alright, I hope everyone is seeing. We are saying the tall one, the point which is tall in the hour face clock indicates what? Seconds. And the second one, which is relatively tall, indicates what we call minutes. Then the short one also indicates what we call hours. Remember, when you are counting time, we should also be able to consider this concept. We have this concept where we have 1 minute, I mean 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Okay, 60 what? 60 seconds. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Please don't mind about the heading, but mind about the concept. Also, we have 60 minutes. 60 what? 60 minutes. 60 what? 60 minutes is equal to 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Okay, so we should also be able to know this concept that when you have the 60 seconds, they are equal to 1 minute, and when you have the 60 minutes, they are equal to 1 full hour. So that means when you have this point of ours, when it moves, okay, when this point of ours, when it moves from the starting point, which is 0 here, that we have named as 12, when it moves from 0 here up to here, it rotates at a very high speed. When it moves from here, it moves from the starting point up to the last point. It makes the 60 what? The 60 seconds. So when it makes the 60 seconds, then it will have made one what? 1 minute. That means when this point, this tall point of ours moves at a very high speed from the starting point to the end, it makes what? 1 minute. As it reaches here, also this should be able to extend. Okay, this should be able to move forward to another point, because this one also moves. This one also moves. As this one continues the 60 what? The 60 seconds, then it makes this one also to move, the one for minutes. All right, so that means when you also have this for minutes, when it moves from its starting point, when it moves from its starting point and moves up to the end, it also makes what we call 1 hour. When it moves the 60 minutes, it also makes what? 1 hour. That means when the minutes move up to the starting point, it makes one what? 1 full hour. So how do we demonstrate these 60 seconds on our clock? Okay, so when you look at the space here, in this space we have from here, from 0 up to 1, we have 5 seconds. Okay, we have 5 what? 5 seconds. Okay, from here up to here they make 5 what? 5 seconds. I want to see how 60 seconds are equal to what? 1 minute. So this move from this point, moves from here, from here, from here, from here. When you count the points which are between here up to here, we shall be able to make the 60 what? The 60 seconds. Can we count them? Okay, we are saying from here up to here is 5, then from here up to here is also 5. Okay, so also from here up to here is 5, 5, 5, 5. So we are going to add them. When you move from here up to here is 5, that means from here we shall be having 10, we shall be having 15, we shall be having 20, we shall be having a 25, we shall be having a 30, we shall be having a 35, we shall be having a 40, shall be having a 45, shall be having a 50, shall be having a 55, shall be having 60. So this is how this tall one moves in making what? Seconds. Okay, so also when it comes to the 60 minutes are making what? 1 hour. Okay, so that means when this moves from here up to here, the tall one which makes the 60 seconds, then this one makes 1 minute. All right, so when also this one moves up to here, it makes what? 1 full hour. That means when this one moves from here, it rotates and reaches here, then our short one shall have made an hour. Also, how do we count the minutes on this? How do we indicate that when this one points somewhere, how do we read those minutes? Okay, so how this reads these minutes, we said from here up to here is what? Is from here up to here is 5. So that means when this moves from here up to here, when the first one, which is the tall one for the seconds, moves from here up to here, this moves from point to point. So from here makes a 0 minute, 1 minute, up to the 5 minutes. Then up to when this one also moves, when this one moves and moves, it goes on moving to points. So that means when this one points around here, if the one for minute points around here, then we shall be able to count from here up to here, which is 5, and also from here up to here, which is 5. That means it is in between around here. So we shall say if from here up to here is 5, that means from here up to here is 10. So we shall be able to find out this point is what. Alright, so that's how we can count the what? We can count the minutes. Okay, so to also demonstrate it more, can also draw out our another table here, another clock here. I can draw another clock here, another small clock here. Okay, this is our small clock, which is having this tall one, which is 12, which is 3, which is 9, and 6. We have our short one, it is pointing here. We have our relative tall, but not tall, pointing here. So in reading here, we can be able to identify the hours, the seconds, and the minutes. So here shall be saying it is it is 12. You can start with the seconds. These are 0 seconds, and then these are, remember we said from here up to here there are 5, from here up to here 5, 5. So that means we shall be able to get our 15. This is meaning it has the 15 minutes. And then this is also going to, this short one is pointing in 6, that is going to be 12. Alright, so by this we shall be able to tell the hour and say this is the same as 6 it's going to be 6 past 15. Okay, if we put the second, shall be 0, 0. Alright, so that is how we can tell this one presenting hours. Okay, presenting what? Hours. And this one is presenting minutes, and this one is presenting seconds. So roughly that's how we can be able to tell the clock. So let's go back now, and we have now the concept we can be able to attempt these numbers. They are saying showing time on the what? On the clock face. Then part A, we have a 9:15. Okay, so let's say this is going to be our what? Our solution. It's going to be our solution. We are going to our solution A. Okay, this is going to be our solution A. Then we shall be able to draw our clock here. Let's draw our clock here. I'm drawing our clock here. Okay, that is our clock, and we are going to show out a 9:15. Okay, so remember we said this is going to be our 12. This is going to be hour 3. This is going to be hour 6. Okay, this is 6. This is going to be 9. Okay, let's put some point there. Okay, some point there. Now here they are saying a quarter past what? Past 9. So we should also be able to understand when they talk about a quarter, which is written like this, and when they talk about a half, which is written like this. Okay, but here what we should bear in mind, how do we change this quarter to our reading here? Yet here we are not having a quarter. How do we change it? How do we change that? Okay, we shall see how we change that, and we find out how we can change this. Now this is a quarter. This is a quarter. Remember, when you talk of, remember here they're saying a quarter past 9. So that means we should be able to indicate our small. Okay, no. Our small what? Our small point, which shows the hours, is indicating at 9. Okay, let me first remove this. Is indicating at 9. Let me first remove this. All right. We are saying this one is indicating at 9. So now we want to find out our minutes are in form of what? Are in form of a quarter. So remember, our minutes are in 60s. Okay, so we can say if we multiply our 60 times a quarter, and multiply our 60 times what? Times a quarter, what do we get? We want to find out the minutes. So we shall say this time is this. Okay, we can say by 2. I say by 2 what? Okay, we can say by 2. It's going to be 2. We divide it. You look for a factor that can divide this. So we are saying 4 divided by 2, we get a 2. And this divided by what? This divided by 2. Here we shall be able to get our 30. All right. So we are having our 30. Then times our half. Okay, hope everyone is understanding. Times our half, then we shall say by 2, which is 1, then by 2, which is 15. Okay, so in so doing, here I've been able to get a 15. What is 1 divided by 1? Which is a 1. Then 5 times 1, which is 15 times 5. 15 times 1, it is 15. So this means when they say a quarter past 9, they are meaning 15 what? 15 minutes. Remember, we are able to say that from here, we have 2 points here. Okay, we have a 1, and we have another point, which is a 2. Okay, we said from the point we start 0 up to here, we have a 5, and from here 5, then 15 will be at 3. So that means our point for minute shall be pointing at this one, and because they have not told us the seconds, you can put this one at our point 0. All right. So for there we shall have put our whatever on the clock. Part B, They are saying 9:30. 9:30. When you draw now our watch, when you draw our watch, and we have a 3, we have a 9, we have a 6, we have a 12. Here they want us to show a half past what? 9:30. So that means they want us to show a 9:30. When they talk about half, we consider these as minutes, and then as these as hours. So shall be able to bring our short one to 9, and our minutes are half. Remember a half. For us to get a 9:30, we shall say a half, which is a half times the 60 what? The 60 minutes. So when you divide this by 2, 60 by 2 shall get a 3. So this is that. So that means this a half means a 30 what? 30 minutes. Okay, so you can also indicate this to be in the point of 0, the one for seconds. So you'll have done that one. So here another one, they are saying 20 minutes to 11. 20 minutes to 11. 20 minutes to 11. That means we are remaining with some 20 minutes to make 11. So here we shall be having our 12, our 3, our 6, our 9, but they are talking about 11, so we shall have our 10 here and our 11 here. So they are saying 20 minutes to 11. Now let us look at the minutes. It is our short one should be able to point in the 10. Okay, then there, and another one is they are saying 20 minutes to 11. That means they are remaining 20 minutes to make 11. So what is the 60 minutes minus 20? Shall be having a 40. So that means we should be able to say from here up to here it is half 30 minutes. And then here we also have two figures, which is a 7 and 8. Okay, so that means if here we have a 30, then here shall be 35 as we read it there, then here shall be 40. So that means our minute point shall be here, 20 minutes past 11. Then you point this one to the 0. Okay, this one is for seconds. So for this we shall have been solved the number very well. To make a recap, please be able to understand this as we discussed here, that the tall one means seconds, the relative tall means the minutes, and the short one means hours. We said we can count from the 12 hours up to the 24 hours. So for here we shall be able to stop, and for another one we shall be able to handle the 12-hour clock. How do we represent the 12-hour clock on the what? On the face clock. All right. So for this, please, I do say thank you very much for watching this. Be able to subscribe, and please watch out and see our playlist for the upcoming lessons by subscribing. Thank you very much. Have a good moment.